Welcome back. I know it's been a while, but been busy. So anyway, today I'm going to show you the quick carb, about 45 minutes or so, using a diaphragm pump, an air stone, and some CO2. If you want to know more about it, stick around. Alright, so what I got here is a cheap diaphragm pump off of Amazon, right around 18 bucks. Ball lock hooked up to the beer side, pulling through the pump. Out the other side, through a 10 micron air stone, threaded into a 1/2 inch T. That's going to eventually get hooked up to the CO2 tank off the camera there. And then that goes through the gas side and dumps the beer back in. What I got now is some sanitizer in there. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the pump on. And right now it's just rolling through. You can see it's starting to come back out through the CO2 side. So we'll just get that going and sanitize everything. Let that run for a little bit, and we'll get it out of there and hook it up to CO2. Alright, so I got all the CO2, or the sanitizer out. It's pretty much just a little bit of bubbles. Best way to do that is just take your gas line and just put it back in the container, you know, whatever you got your sanitizer out of. Disconnect your line going back in, and it pretty much pumps it right through the stone. So I'm pretty much done with that. Shut this thing off. And now I gotta get what's in there out into that, and we'll come back and carb it up. Alright, got this thing full of beer. It's a cream ale. It smells awesome. Tasted good when I tested it yesterday before I cold crashed it. So anyway, we're hooked back up again. First thing I'm going to do, I want to get that oxygen, the little bit of oxygen that is in the headspace of the keg. I'm going to go ahead and get that out of there. This thing's some gas first before we turn the pump on. That'll also stop, once you turn the pump on, it'll stop beer from wanting to go this way towards your regulator. So we got CO2 flowing. I'm just going to purge that headspace a couple times. Get that, it's really hardly any headspace at all. I mean, I filled it up right to the bottom of the gas inlet. Alright, so a couple squirts. I know I got CO2 in there now, at least on the top of the beer. Probably most of the air's out. Go ahead and turn the pump back on. So now we're pushing beer. I'm also going to start a timer, and just so we can see what's going on. So what we got here is, if you can see it, I'm going to bring it closer. We got clear on this side. I'll tighten that up a little bit. Clear on this side, the gas that's going through the pump. And then on this side, you can see all that CO2 that's being injected in. And like I said, this is cold. It was cold crashed overnight, and got the CO2 set right around 20. And I'm just going to let it go like that. I got a bottle about a gallon of this. So when I come back, we'll see what it looks like, and I'll put a picnic tap on there or something, and we'll give it a shot. But I'm not going to film 45 or so minutes of this thing doing this. So I will return. Alright, well, it's been a half an hour. I got the bottles here ready to cap. This is the beer that was left over from bottling, so I'll drink that real quick. And I don't even know if you guys can see the timer. I can't see it through the viewfinder, but 31 minutes, 32 minutes Definitely has slowed down. My regulator's going kind of wonky on me, so I think I'm going to shut this off and put a picnic tap on and pour one. So let me do a couple things and I'll be right back. Alright, I got a picnic tap. I have to run back to the back and get that. So I've learned from experience, I do this now close to the sink because you really got to let some of the pressure off of this, and then you got beer running all over the place. So you end up rinsing the keg, so I figured might as well just do it right in the sink. Alright, let's see, cover that with, it's in the sink, I can probably just cover it with my hands. Let's see. Alright, oh, I never even finished, let me finish this. This is what was bottled, let's get rid of that. And let's see how we did. Well, I got a little foam. So, maybe that's more gas off of that. Alright. That. One more time. And then I'm going to shut the camera off and try this again. Yeah, it's a lot of foam coming through the hose. Alright, let me just let that settle out, and we'll see if it's carbonated. It's definitely heady, but give me a minute here. Alright, I let the head settle down, and yeah, it's, you know, it looks good, but it's not carbonated. So we got head, but no carbonation, and that's about what I figured. We were at 30 minutes, and like I said, the last time I did this, it was 45 and done. But I did that with a 5-gallon batch, so I thought maybe 2.5 would go quicker. So anyway, timer started again, and we'll come back in about 15 minutes, and it should be done. So see you then. All right, we're back, and yeah, 16 minutes, and let's see if we can get this to work. So let's shut the pump off. And let's release some of this gas. Alright. See if we have enough to dispense. Where's my ball? Alright, let's see what we got now. It's kind of tedious listening to all that foam run out. Well, we're going to get another glass of head, it looks like. Let's let that run out of there. Alright. I see bubbles rising now. I think we got it. So, yeah, it was 45 minutes. I thought maybe it would be a little quicker. Excuse me a minute. Let me have a little bit of this. Definitely carbonated now. So I guess it's not the volume of beer that you're carbonating, but maybe the volume of CO2 that you want in that beer. Bring this up a little closer. You can see, I don't know if you can or not because the camera's off here. But there's definitely bubbles rising. This is going to go in the kegerator tonight, get cold again. You know, you have to put a little more CO2 in. The keg's warming up as it's been sitting out here all this time, the beer. But it definitely works. I mean, for, I don't know what I got into this thing, maybe $60. I know you can get commercially made ones, but for just a couple bits and pieces, pretty easy to make. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.